Hey, hi, hello friends, it's me, Reagan. I'm here today with my May book haul and wrap-up video. This month I hauled about 6 books. One of them was sent to me, so it's like not that bad, but at the same time, like, wow. Book accountability partner, where are you? Where are you? I need you. Like I said, I hauled about 6 books this month, so that's kind of a lot, but not a whole lot. So let's go ahead, get buckled in, get all comfortable, grab your tea, sit down, because it's not going to be very long, but it's going to be a long one again. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with this one first, just because it just needs to be thrown out there. It needs to be over with. Okay, so here we go. The first one that I hauled this month was The Secret History by Donna Tartt, the paperback. I already have one paperback edition. I have The Secret History Book of the Month Club hardcover edition, and I have this edition. I just love this book, okay? Guys, that's all I need to say. You guys know I have problems with buying books, especially ones that I love, and this is definitely one of them. If you have never heard of The Secret History, or Donna Tartt for that matter, this book follows our main character Richard as he goes to Hampton College in New England. He is studying a subject that he doesn't really care about that much. He would rather be studying like Greek philosophy. He's really big into Greek mythology, myths, everything like that, and he notices that there's a mysterious group of students on campus that always are together. They're always doing the same thing, and they're always with one professor. As the book progresses, he tries to worm his way in to join this clique that's basically like, you don't like Greek, you don't know nothing about Greek, you can't sit with us. So there's that. They start to welcome him in, and then he starts to notice that there is something not right, something mysterious is going on. About halfway through the book, you start to be like, okay, well, this person said this person said that, and then you're just like, well, I like that character, but then this character did this, and by the end of the book, you don't know who you are anymore. You thought you loved this character, but this character's a psychopath. Yeah, it's great. 5 out of 5 stars, honestly. I will be rereading it again this year. The next book I hauled this month is, again, a no-brainer because it's May. We know it comes out every May. And that is the 3rd installment in the Quart of Roses, Quart series, I guess, by Sarah J. Maas. This is A Court of Wings and Ruin. It is the 3rd installment, and I'm pretty sure the final installment in this series. And that follows, again, Feyre, Rhysand. We know them, we love them, Cassian, Moore, all that kind of stuff. This series is definitely new adult. I've seen that this series floats around under the guise of a young adult novel, but it is very much new adult with very explicit scenes that I would just not categorize as young adult. So if you're okay with that, going into that, then yeah. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoehorn this in there. This is gonna be my May wrap-up as well. This is the only book I read in May. I know, don't laugh at me, but like May was like totally like, it was rough. It was a rough month, okay? So we're just gonna bypass that, okay? But like this was the only book that I read in May just because I wanted to give it as much time as I could to dedicate to this. There were definitely some things as far as the plot is concerned that I found to be, like I said, cookie cutter. Some things I feel like were just thrown in there just to answer questions. The character development in this book I feel like was the most defining trait of the whole story, just because the character development was just amazing throughout the entire story. I just loved it so much. There were definitely some things that I found to be a little problematic towards the beginning, but overall I really enjoyed it. I would definitely give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I do hope to read more books in June, just because I feel like June is going to be a lot less of a busy month for me. The next book I was sent from Griffin Teen, so thank you to Griffin Teen for that. They sent me the brand new paperback edition of Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Carry On is essentially, if you don't know anything about Carry On is the sort of like the fan fiction or the story that is in Rainbow Rowell's other book, Fangirl. And it follows our characters Simon and Baz, who are roommates at essentially like Hogwarts. They are in their final year in this book. There is mystery, there are ghosts, there are lots of things going down. Simon's girlfriend broke up with him, so he's all sad and distraught. But then things start to kind of take a turn. A turn that I know you like, okay? And this book, it blew me away, and I'm so glad that I have this paperback edition just because I'm going to be rereading this year. Plus, I mean, look at this cover. Look at that cover. Wow, honestly. This also, the paperback edition has a map if you open it up, and it has a map of the campus of Watford, the school, and I love these characters so much. Griffin Teen sent me a like cardboard cutout of Simon, because Simon's honestly my favorite anyways. I'm sorry, but look. Also, they sent me this really cool little tote that like I could bring with me if I'm like gonna go to the beach this summer or anything like that. And it just says Rainbow Rowell on it, and it just says find what you need in a Rainbow Rowell novel. Just a nice little tote. So that's fun. Thank you again to Griffin Teen. The next book that I bought in May was Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. This is my current read right now. I'm also buddy reading The Palace of Curiosities with Allison, aka Crime of Rhyme. Flame in the Mist is set in feudal Japan, and it follows our main character, Mariko. It definitely has some Mulan elements, if Mulan wasn't made by Disney. It's dark, Flame in the Mist definitely has some Mulan elements if Mulan was not made by Disney. It's definitely got some darker elements to it. That Mulan kind of feel, kind of vibe mixed with 47 Ronin. If you've seen that movie, the kind of mythology that goes with it, the creatures, the folklore that go with it. Also, you can definitely tell that Renee Ahdieh has done her work, she's done her research with this book. There are elements, there are words, there are places, everything that are in italics in the text that I have been looking at as I've been reading it along, just so that I can get better familiar with not only the culture, but the story and the time that it's set in as well. Like I said, it's set in feudal Japan. Just a little synopsis. This story, like I said, does follow our main character, Mariko. She is the daughter of a high-ranking official samurai. She has been betrothed to the emperor, one of the emperor's sons, and on her way to her wedding, her caravan is attacked by a mysterious clan called the Black Clan, and they end up decimating the entire caravan, everyone that's with her. It's all destroyed. And this is kind of her story, kind of infiltrating that clan and getting her revenge, as well as falling in love. So there's some romance in it as well. It's definitely something that I would recommend that you guys check out. The next two books that I will be hauling, I got in my Book of the Month subscription box. If you guys are unfamiliar with Book of the Month, I'll leave a link down below. That way you guys can check it out. But what it is essentially just a subscription box that you can sign up for. You get one free hardcover book a month, and then you can add like another hardcover in there for $9.99. So, you know, describing this, I definitely see, like, I feed my own self. I feed my problems. I feed my own. I am the hooded Kermit in that Kermit meme. The one that's just like, oh, I shouldn't buy any books. And then he's just like, buy more books. Like, that's me all the time. That's me. I enable myself. That's a problem. The first book that I had got in my May Book of the Month box was And We're Off by Dana Schwartz. This story follows 17-year-old Nora, who is an artist. She inherited this skill from her grandfather, and also her grandfather has given her the opportunity to travel to Europe to just immerse herself in the culture, learn more about art, everything that it has to offer. The only catch is that Nora has to create an original piece of artwork at every stop that she goes to. So of course Nora is obviously in, who would not be in, but unfortunately Nora's mother Alice is not so thrilled about this trip. She's worried for her daughter. Right before Nora is about to leave and get on that plane to go to Europe, her mom rushes in dramatically and is just like, wait, stop, I'll go with you. So I've heard that this definitely has Gilmore Girls vibes. So if you have watched Gilmore Girls, I haven't, please don't shoot me, then I would definitely recommend you check this book out. The last book that I have to haul for the month of May is The Leavers by Lisa Ko. Like I said, this was also included in my Book of the Month subscription box for May. This story is set in both New York and China, and it follows 11-year-old Deming, who is an undocumented Chinese immigrant. Deming wakes up one morning and his mother Polly is not there. She works at a nail salon down in New York. Because of these events, he is eventually adopted by a well-to-do family and is moved to upstate New York, where he is later renamed Daniel. And this story follows both perspectives of his mother Polly as well as Daniel. We find out that his mother Polly was forced to make decisions that she was not ready and equipped to make, and this is their story. I'm really excited to read it just because I feel like it's going to definitely add some more diversity to my bookshelves. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support and the love that I've been receiving over the past few weeks. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go down and give it a like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and I will see you guys later. Bye!